1. Alright, so SBA Review Packet, this is problem number 5 right here. This is the actual problem from your packet. I'm not going to give you the answer, but I'm at least going to point you in the right direction. Now, the picture's a little blurry, but we can still see that. Picture's a little blurry. We can still see that there are 3 mugs and a trophy on the left side of the scale, and 2 trophies on the right side. So let's say M. Let's give that. Let's define that to be the number of mugs. Okay, M is the number of mugs. T is going to be the number of trophies. So if I set up an equation, a balance is like an equation. It's like 2 different quantities that are equal. So I'm going to say that 1, 2, 3 mugs and a trophy. 3 mugs and a trophy. This is equal to 2 trophies. Okay, it's equal to 2 trophies. Now you're asked to pick a statement that relates mugs to trophies somehow. So from your equation, you better manipulate it to get all your mugs on one side and all your trophies on the other side. I can see that I got one trophy here. I'm going to subtract it from both sides. Subtract 1t and subtract 1t. Now I'm left with this new equation after that. My t's here cancel out, and I'm left with 3 mugs is equal to 1 trophy. Okay, so based off of this, I'm going to let you select the right answer. I'm going to let you select the right answer. So that's number 5. Hint for you. Let's take a look at problem number 9. Number 9, got this thing called a dilation. Now, a dilation is our only transformation where our image is not congruent. It's not congruent to the original figure, but it's still similar. So a dilation implies that the relationships are similar. This implies you can set up a proportion. Here's how I like to set up proportions for similar figures. I'm going to say short side is to short side as long side is to long side. And I guess what I did here was I said small side is to small side, small is to small, as big is to big is to big. Set up your proportion, cross multiply, divide. That's how you're doing number 5. So 2 very solid hints for you. Now let's look at, this is a number 12 alternate problem right here. I'm going to zoom way out. So some fancy vocab that I hope you remember. Parallel lines go on forever and never intersect. If you have a other line that intersects those 2 parallel lines, we call it a transversal. Now, we got all kinds of tricks with parallel lines and transversals. We got to use those tricks to figure out what x is. And this is, like I said, this is very similar to problem number 12 from your packet. It turns out that this is the case. Every big angle is congruent to every other big angle. Every small angle is supplementary to whatever that big angle is. So if this is 112, this is my big angle. I know that this is a small angle, so it's got to be supplementary to 112. Supplementary means adds up to 180. So I know, well, 180 minus 112, that's going to give me, what is that, 68, right? 68, 60, 70, 80, 68 degrees. Okay? Every big angle is congruent to 112. So this is a big angle, that's 112. This is a big angle, that's 112. That's a big angle, x is 112. And every small angle is 68 degrees. 68, there's another small angle, 68 degrees, there's another small, or maybe I should say acute angle. So all the big angles, the obtuse angles, are congruent, and all the acute angles are also congruent. So you really only have 2 angles that are going to continue to repeat themselves, and that will be very helpful when you're looking at problem number 12 here, where you have 2 parallel lines and a transversal. Okay, that's all I'm going to give you for today. So some good hints for 3 problems